Ladies and gentlemen, it is not every day that I make a video that warrants wearing a tux, but I do believe that today is that day and that this is that video. Today, I'm going to be making one of the most important, one of the most prestigious tier lists and rankings that I have ever made. Today, I do believe that this is the definitive, the ultimate chips tier list. As you can see, we have a lot of potato chips. This is going to be a straight to the point, no nonsense, no BS tier list. We are going to be ranking the chips, giving like brief descriptions of the chips as we rank them and as we place them on the tier list, but otherwise there's going to be no filler, no nonsense in this video. Let's get right to it. Actually, there will be a bit of nonsense in this video because I just need to explain real quick. Look, if it looks like this doesn't exactly fit me that well, it's because this was measured and made for me like 3 years ago when I was still very underweight. I was a solid like 20 pounds underweight when this was made for me, and now, you know, I'm right on the line. If I drop even 0.1 pounds, then I'm considered underweight, but that's okay because that means that I'm still at least technically healthy. I also apologize for the crappy camera and lighting. It's, but you know, I'm not like a super mega rich YouTuber or anything. I can't afford all the fancy 4K cameras and the fancy lighting. I'm literally using like this cheap Amazon desk lamp. And the camera, well, yeah, that speaks for itself. Oh, and the shirt under my tux, yeah, it isn't anything fancy. Like, I don't even have any dress shirts I could have worn. It's literally just like, it's a graphic Hot Topic tee, but like flip backwards. This tux is supposed to be burgundy, but it barely shows up on the camera because of, again, the crappy lighting. First things first, we have Cape Cod chips. These are gonna go straight into the S tier. These are no-nonsense potato chips. They are very crisp. When you chew them, they have a nice taste, a nice texture. They always have the perfect amount of salt. They are one of the definitive go-to potato chips when you want nothing but sheer quality, crisp, crunch, and yumminess. Cheetos, for all of the cheese-related chips on this list and some of the barbecue ones, it's been a couple of years since I've had them, right? Because I'm severely allergic to dairy and they make me very ill if I eat them. That being said, the last time I had Cheetos, I do remember them being an S tier. Same thing with the Flamin' Hot. Wait, is that? Oh no, that is not Flamin' Hot, is it? It's a variation of the classic crunchy Flamin' Hot called Flamin' Hot Puffs. I like normal Puffs a lot. I mean, Puffs, it's one of those things where they're neck and neck with crunchy Cheetos for me, right? It just depends which mood I'm in. So I'm gonna assume that that's the same situation for the Flamin' Hot, but please in the comments, let me know if I'm wrong. If the Flamin' Hot Puffs actually happen to be like way worse than normal Flamin' Hot, please let me know. But that being said, Flamin' Hot is also gonna go in the S tier. This one, it's hard for me to see. I have to like zoom in super far. My Asian eyes are failing me. Oh, okay, these are like those lime ones, I think. I can't. Oh no, these are the cheddar jalapeno. You know what? I think that these actually came out a little bit after I realized that I was like super allergic to dairy, so I'm gonna have to put that in the never try tier, which we are going to be making right now. Hey, just because I haven't tried some of these chips doesn't mean that this isn't the ultimate or this isn't the definitive tier list. No, don't get it twisted. This is still the definitive, the ultimate chips tier list. Don't blame me, just blame the faulty digestive system that I was born with. So cheddar jalapeno is gonna go with never tried. The Flamin' Hot lime, never tried those either. And then what is this? This is like something new entirely. Cheetos Twisted Puffs. I've never tried those. We got another newer looking one there, Chipotle Ranch. Yeah, I've never had any of those. But anyway, now we're back to stuff that I actually know. Chex Mix, you know what? I really want to put it in the S tier, but the only reason that I can't put it in the S tier is because, while on paper, right, it seems like the perfect chip because it's a combination of some very good snacks. Its sole identity is taking other good things to make itself a good thing, which inherently feels kind of lazy almost in a way. But then again, there is some original things in there, like the Chex Pieces. You know what? When I was a kid, I probably would have put this in A, but you know, there is enough unique aspects in this that I guess it does deserve to go in the S tier, especially with the Chex Pieces. I really like those. Again, it might just be because I'm getting a bit older, so I'm acquiring a taste for some of these more adult snacks, but I find them to be rather tasty, and I really enjoy Chex Mix. Even when I was a kid, I really enjoyed them. Doritos Blaze, I never had. Doritos Cool Ranch, that is going straight into the S tier. Don't even at me. Dorito, yeah, these are the new ones. These are when they started to try to rip off Tog. You know what? Let's just go ahead and like actually just zoom in for the rest of the video because being that zoomed out is just, it's too hard on the eyes. If you think it's been bad for you guys this whole time, just try being like me. It's harder than you could ever imagine. Doritos Flame, never had those. Man, they came out with all, like all the new Doritos flavors are all just centered around heat. That really says something, I guess, right? Doritos Nacho Cheese, those are like the essential party snack. It goes straight into the S tier. This one, Doritos Salsa, I've never had that one. Salsa Verde. Spicy Nacho, gonna go S tier. Sweet Spicy Chili, this is the only kind of Dorito that I can have because surprisingly there is no dairy in those. So Doritos, please, more of those. These are like the classic Dorito tortilla chips. Those are gonna go S tier. I'm a sucker for those classic tortilla chips like Tostitos and the original Doritos. Next up, we got Chili Cheese Fritos. Another one going straight into the S tier. Man, we haven't encountered any like bad ones yet, but yeah, Chili Cheese Fritos. Probably my favorite type of Frito if I could actually still eat it, but since I can't eat any other kind of Frito anymore. The original is now my favorite, which also goes into the S tier. Honey barbecue flavor twist, those are also gonna go in the S tier. I'm sorry, but like all these snacks are just hitting today. Like all of these are fantastic. Onions flamin' hot, yeah, no, I definitely did not have those. Funyuns, the normal flavor, gonna go straight into the S tier. Hawaiian, I've never even, actually this is the first time that I've even ever heard of this brand, so if this is a brand worth trying, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise it's just gonna stay and never tried, I guess. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, when it comes to like an S tier snack, the honey barbecue Frito twists are good, but I'm gonna put them in A because compared to chili cheese and the original, oh man, you just can't beat those. And Chex Mix, as much as I want to leave it in S tier, yeah, I'm gonna have to drop it to an A, just because, again, while it's good, it's just, I mean, like, I don't know, how should we rank this? Should we, I mean, as good as Chex Mix are, I have trouble giving them the S tier ranking, because as good as they are, it does rely on other aspects to make it what it is, but at the same time, it's good as it is, right? Like, it tastes fantastic, so do we do this off of taste? Do we do this off of originality? Should we do a combination of things? I'm not really sure. I kind of want to drop it to an A just because of the originality factor, but at the same time, it still tastes good, and at the end of the day, that's what counts, right? So I guess I'll leave it in an S just because it still tastes fantastic. The original Doritos tortilla chips, I'm also going to drop down to an A because while they're really good, I mean, if I'm being honest with myself, on a taste level, as good as they are, and as much as I feel like they should be an S tier just because I do really enjoy them, in my heart, I know they are an A compared to some of these. Kettle Backyard Barbecue, going to go straight into the S tier. If it's a barbecue chip that exists, it's going to go in the S tier. Jalapeno chips, yes, please. Jalapeno are hands down like my favorite potato chip flavor. I mean, I'm really basic and I like just plain potato chips above anything else, but like jalapeno, that's a close second. Like if I had to choose an alternative to classic potato chips, like a certain flavor, it would be jalapeno. I love jalapeno. I love spicy stuff. Granted, jalapeno chips never really tend to actually be spicy. They just have like a nice kick in the back end, but that being said, like they're still delicious. I love the jalapenos flavor. Next up, we got a flavor that I've never tried before, peppercorn something, never tried that. Sea salt and vinegar, man, I love salt and vinegar chips. They're just, they're so good. And then the classic sea salt kettle chips. Again, a fantastic chip going straight into the S tier. In fact, Kettle is one of my favorite potato chip brands. I don't hear a lot of people talking about them, but I highly recommend them, especially just like the classic sea salt flavor. It's so good, it's not even funny. Baked barbecue chips. I want to put them in the S tier, but compared to the original barbecue chips, which we're going to go ahead and rank right now, the original barbecue chips, S tier all day, but baked, compared to the original, it's one of those things where it's like, the original barbecue chips, they're full barbecue chips. You know what I mean? Like the barbecue is engraved in the chip itself, but for the baked, it feels more like it's a coating of barbecue. And same thing with these sour cream and onion. It feels more like a coating of sour cream and onion rather than being infused with the chip itself. That being said, the original baked flavor doesn't have a problem with that. So the original baked is going to go straight into the S tier all day. Same with the classic Lay's. Those are going to go S tier all day. And then we have, what is this? Flamin' Hot Lay's? I've honestly never tried Flamin' Hot Lay's. I've never seen that in my store. I mean, when I lived up north, they never had it at Giant or Walmart, and down here in the South, they never have it at like Publix or Winn-Dixie or anything like that. So, I mean, I'll have to put it in never try, but if I ever come across it, heck, I might even have to order it on Amazon, because that sounds that's right up my alley. Next up, we got ketchup Lay's, which, I mean, on paper, that might sound weird, but I mean, you dip fries in ketchup, right? So, I mean, like, it's kind of the same thing. You dip potatoes in ketchup, so I feel like that would actually be quite delicious. I've never tried it, unfortunately, but I might have to order that one on Amazon. I don't like ordering food on Amazon. In fact, I've never done it just because I don't trust the process, but if that's what I have to do to try some of these snacks, I mean, I'll do it. Next up, we got Kettle Cooked Flamin' Hot Lay's. Unfortunately, never tried that. Oh, the Kettle Cooked Jalapeno. That is going to go S tier all day. Those are delicious. Kettle Cooked Original, fantastic. Kettle Cooked Sea Salt and Vinegar, again, S tier, fantastic. Next up, we got the Lemon Lay's, which are honestly, they are very underrated. They are a very good chip. It's just a nice chip with a hint of that like lime, lemon flavor. It's so good. Dill Pickle Lay's, underrated chip. Dill Pickle chips in general are just super underrated. I love pickle chips. Utz Dill Pickle, Lay's Dill Pickle, Lay's Sea Salt and Vinegar, gonna go straight to the S tier. Lay's Sour Cream and Onion, straight to the S tier. Southern Heat Barbecue, wow, these are really good, but compared to the original, I might have to put them in an A. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had them. Just to be safe, just because, to give them a fair shake, the rest have been pretty good so far, so I'll leave them in the S tier. It's been a while since I've had them, so I feel like I remember them being an A, but I'm not sure. It has been a while. I'll leave them in an S just to be safe. Next up, we got Lay's Stacks. I've never tried the Stacks. I've seen them in the store, but every time I see the Stacks, I go, why would I try those when I have Pringles, right? Like if I want Lay's, I'll go get a bag of Lay's, and if I want Pringles, I'll go get Pringles. But I've seen them in the store. I think I'm gonna pick them up here soon just so I can at least try them. Next up, we got Lay's Wavy going straight into the S tier. If you take a potato chip, give it wavy, give it the Ruffles, it's automatically gonna be just as good, if not better in some cases, especially when they're kettle cooked. Next up, we got Wavy Sour Cream and Onion. Call me weird, but like for normal potato chips, I mean, I don't necessarily have a preference, but like, you know, I kind of just gravitate towards like your basic potato chip more times than not. But when it comes to like sour cream and onion, that's when I start to gravitate towards wavy. Like I go for like the Ruffles sour cream and onion over like the classic sour cream and onion. I don't have a preference taste wise. It's just something about the texture with sour cream and onion. I guess it's because it gets more like engraved in the grooves of the chip. Granted, sour cream and onion has dairy in it, so it's been years since I've been able to eat it. But you know, that's just how I was back when I was able to eat it. Miss Vicky's, I've honestly never had. And then the Mission tortilla chips, those are gonna go straight into the A tier. In my heart, I want to put them in the S because, again, I do really enjoy them. But when it comes to my taste buds and what my taste buds are saying, yeah, I know that these pack more of a flavor profile. And that's one thing to remember. Like, all of these chips taste good, but it's the ones that leave the most impact and the ones that just give you, like, the most dopamine in your taste buds, if that makes any sense. The ones where you eat them and you're like, oh my god, I need more of that. Next up, we got Munchies. And hey, if Chex Mix deserves the S tier, then Munchies deserves the S tier. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we got Pop Chips. I love Pop Chips. I mean, I'm a sucker. I love those quote-unquote like healthy alternatives, okay? Again, it's probably just something because I'm getting older, but I love the Pop Chips. Now, talking about healthy chips, I've seen these Pop Corners. Unfortunately, I've never tried them. That's kind of my limit because at that point, it's not even potato anymore. I know what I said before, but we got to start to zoom out here. So we got the barbecue Pringles, which are going to go straight into the S tier. We got the original Pringles, which are also going to go S tier. Pizza Pringles going to go into the S tier. We got wavy Pringles going to go into the S tier. Basically, like every Pringle that exists, I'm just going to put it in the S tier. Like I haven't ever had a single bad Pringle. There's this one flavor down here I've never tried. I can't even rate it because the rating is so small. I'm pretty sure these are the cheddar cheese Pringles. I'm going to put those in the S tier. And this last one, I can't even read what that one says. I'm gonna put it in never tried just to be safe. It looks like it's an alternative to like the cheddar cheese one, but I really can't even read it. Next up, we got the Ruffles baked cheddar cheese. Those, you know what? Yeah, compared to the original cheddar and sour cream, the original definitely goes into the S tier. The baked one, I'm gonna put in the A tier. They're still good, just not on that same level as the original cheddar and sour cream. Original Ruffles, gonna go S tier all day. I absolutely adore original Ruffles. There's something about the taste itself and then like, I don't know, the grooves of the chip and the texture. It's absolutely flawless. This one I've never had before, not sure what that is. The however you say that, this tortilla chip, another one that goes into the A tier. I love my tortilla chips. Sun Chips Harvest Cheddar, gonna go into the S tier all day. French Onion, probably gonna put that in an A. Again, it's a really good chip, but compared to like the Harvest Cheddar, it's just, I don't know if it really compares. Garden Salsa, again, gonna go into the S tier. The original, gonna go into the A tier. Man, the Garden Salsa, from what I remember, were actually really good. Unless I'm thinking of a different kind, those were really good. I remember I had it for the first time at school, like however many years ago. They had it on the chip line. They only had it there like 1 or 2 times. When I tried it, man, I fell in love. Again, original Sun Chips go straight to the S tier. I love Sun Chips. They're so good. I haven't had these variations of Takis. I've only ever had original Takis, which I'm going to put them into the A tier. They're good, and like while I'd eat them, I'd always choose Flamin' Hot Cheetos over Takis. TGI Fridays potato skins, I didn't even know that that was a thing. Cheddar and bacon, that's something that I would actually want to try. And then we have guacamole Tostitos, gonna go straight into the S tier. Absolutely love the guacamole ones. Hint of Lime is a super underrated tortilla chip. One of my favorite Tostitos flavor, definitely gonna go straight into the S tier. Tostitos Scoops is definitely gonna go into the S tier because compared to like, you know, I know I've been putting all the tortilla chips into A tier, right? But like when it comes to Tostitos, man, you just can't beat them. Like the guacamole, great. The Hint of Lime, great. The Scoops, not only do they taste great, not only can you munch on them on their own, but they're super convenient for the dips, man. We got the spicy queso ones, which are definitely gonna go into the S tier. And then finally, we got Chester's Fries. Oh yeah, I've had these before. It's been a while since I've had them, but from what I remember, they're a solid A. Definitely not holding up to anything like, you know, the Cheetos or anything. They're still absolutely fantastic. And with that being said, that is the tier list. I know there's a couple that I haven't had before, but for the most part, the only ones that I haven't had are a few offshoot brands that barely anybody knows or just weird spin-offs anyway. Like, I haven't had the Pringle variation of Lay's, which is probably, honestly, let's just be honest, Lay's chips in Pringle form. And then, like, some of the different, like, Cheeto flavors and stuff like that and popcorners. But, I mean, I've had, like, the bare essentials, right? Like, I've had at least each of the classic flavor of each brand, or at least each of the notable brands, most of the variety of flavors. Anything else is probably just something that had dairy that came out later on and due to that, I wasn't able to eat. Otherwise, I'd have to be hospitalized. But anyway, here is the ultimate chips tier list. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Definitely let me know down in the comments. And let's try not to fight too much, please. But anyway, as always, a massive shout out to the patrons and channel members. Thank you to all of you in the low baller tier, and an even bigger shout out and thank you to all of you in the big baller tier, Mellow Last King and Big Daddy Matty. And the biggest shout out and thank you for all of you in the G tier, Rider Vengeance and Little Cheese Girl. Thank you guys so much. You guys are literal legends. I love you. Before the next video, I definitely got to figure out a better lighting situation, because this is just for those of you that didn't watch last night's video, the reason I'm doing this video, not like a classic, like, you know, sitting over there doing the console thing. How'd y'all like that? That was my stab at the whole ASMR mouth sound thing. Did I do good? Anyway, the reason I'm not over there is because my HDMI splitter broke, and basically, long story short, I can't record gameplay until I get another one in. So right now, I'm just waiting until I get paid again, and then I'm gonna be ordering that. So yeah, it'll probably be a week or two of just random videos like this. So you know what? Hey, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe we'll get some good content out of this. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.